Hello everyone, Rosstafa here, and I'm back with a new Chivalry video. Now, the reason I did this one is because Chivalry recently hit quite a milestone of 1.2 million copies sold, I believe, and to celebrate this, the developers finally added the long-awaited character customization option in the game. And what you're seeing here is just some free-for-all footage showing off you know, a whole bunch of people that have customised their models, and you'll see mine properly in a minute. So it gives you an idea of what sort of options you have. Now what's kind of cool is that you don't just customise one character and then that's it. Because you have different classes, you can customise each class independently, and then you can further customise them independently in the sense that you have your Mason, excuse me, your Mason, your Agatha, and then your free-for-all character. So you end up with 3 different customizations for each class, and those will automatically, you know, activate whenever you play a game, depending on what class you choose and what faction you are. The cool thing about free-for-all is that because there's no set faction against faction, say you are a knight and you prefer the Agatha knight model to the Mason one, you can set your free-for-all models the Agatha knight model if you wish, and you see in free-for-all you have a choice of either side's character models, which is pretty cool, and you have a whole ton of emblems that you can choose from to add on to your character. As you can see, I've got the Ouroboros, and you can change the colours of those, you can change the colour of your character obviously, and you can change the pattern of your of your clothing and your shield, etc. You can change your helmets. Excuse me, got a bit of a cough today. You can change your helmets, and these are unlocked by hitting rank 30, which gives you the silver helmet, which is just the same as the default helmet, just silver. And you can also get a veteran helmet, which is unlocked by unlocking all weapons on a particular class, and to do that you just have to get a necessary amount of kills. So I think it's 25 with the first weapon and 75 with the second weapon, so if you're going through axes. So those 2 helmets you can unlock in the game. And there's also some that are on the store. I think it's like £3, and you can buy a whole bunch of helmets for either side. So you can buy a Mason helmet pack and an Agatha helmet pack, and you can find those by going into the character customization screen, and you just go to where your helmets are, and you'll see some are greyed out, and if you select those, it'll say add to cart or something. You can just buy them through there. It doesn't seem to come up on the Steam store as DLC for some reason, but yeah, they're easy enough to buy, and they're pretty nice. I think the one I've got on this character at the moment is the one from the Mason helmet pack, and it's the Vanguard helm. There's like a helm for each class. Yeah, as you can probably guess, I'm not too great at Chivalry, but I thought I'd stick up this video anyway, just to show you guys a bit more, because I did that Sometimes I Kill People in Chivalry video, and I felt like I should really do another one. So this is it, and this is obviously showing you a bit more of a substantial match, and you can really see how rubbish I am. I get short like bursts where I just get 3 or 4 kills in a row without dying, but then I'll just go down. So I'll get this guy. I think I do. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I get phases where I do really badly, and then phases where I do really well. It's one of those games where you have to be in the right mind for it, because you do have to concentrate a lot more than you would, say, you know, Call of Duty or even Primal Carnage, as fast paced as that is. With this you actually have to actively block attacks, watch your stamina bar, and keep an eye on people around you. Yeah, so if you're not in the right mind, you can just be rubbish. You'll notice in this video that I am actually in third person, which is kind of cool about this game, is you can swap between third person and first person, and you can change where the camera is a bit if you just press the P button, I think it is. And they both have their pros and cons. The good thing about first person is that I find it easier to block attacks because you can see better where they're aiming for. I don't know, maybe that's just me talking out my ass, but I just find that a bit easier. The downside to it is that you lose your peripheral vision. So if there is someone coming up behind you, you're not going to see them in first person, whereas if you're in third person, you can see a lot more reaction going on around you, and that's really vital in free-for-all, because more often than not, you're going to get killed by people attacking you while you're in the middle of a fight. Which is why they added duel mode, really, because people wanted a chance to just go one-on-one with someone and not have to worry about getting interrupted by another player. And sometimes you get in really good little fights in this, and then someone else just comes along and smashes your head with a hammer. Yeah, if you haven't checked out Chivalry yet, I really recommend it, because it's probably one of the best games on Steam at the moment. It's just there've been a lot of games that have like hand-to-hand combat with like melee weapons, but few of them have ever pulled it off as well as this. I mean, Skyrim had it, but that system was just nowhere near as solid as this one. So I do recommend checking it out if you get the chance. Let's say it's got a steep learning curve, but once you get the mechanics of the game and you learn how to block and what classes are best and what weapons are best, then it does become a lot easier. But yeah, it can be challenging and frustrating at times, but it's still certainly a very good game. It just doesn't. It's not as easy as something like Call of Duty, which you can pretty much jump into after 6 months of not playing and come on top of the leaderboards. But yeah, cheers for watching the video. If you want to see any more Chivalry, let me know. Go check it out now. It's on Steam. Thanks for watching. Take care.